guess my next question is that adjustable driver heads has been the big fad and the big thing for, I guess, 5 or 6 years now. Do you think that adjustability is there more to compensate for people who go and buy off the shelf and that they can adjust it to suit their swing, whereas with your numerous heads and shaft options, you can fit me for a club that suits my swing rather than me buying a club and then I'm tweaking it to suit my swing?
Well, there's certainly, I guess there are advantages in having an adjustable driver head if that's the way you go and you're buying it off the shelf without being professionally fitted. But a question I have for you, how many times, if you have an adjustable driver head, which I believe you do, right, how many times have you actually changed that adjustment?
None. Basically, when I got it off from the shop and I hit a few and I found a setting that I liked, it's been like that for 18 months.
Yeah. So even though it has the ability to adjust it, it hasn't been necessary to do it. So once you've found the right fitting, right, the right setting on that driver, you've been able to leave it at that and use it successfully ever since. So in what we do, right, here, we have that same adjustability, but we do it at the time of the fitting, right? So the same as what you would do, you'd do it at the time of the fitting, you'd find the right setting and then you'd set it at that, right? So in here we look at that. So, okay, so we have 9 degrees, 10 degrees, 12 and 14 degrees, right? Same head model. But so in that case where you can adjust yours to that, find it, set it at that, leave it at that, then we can do the same thing with this, except as you would be aware, or you may be aware, you may not be, that as you change those settings, you not only change the loft, but you change the face angle. So consequently, those compensations have got to be made. Also, when you turn it, if the shaft has been spine aligned and has been set properly in the head, once you turn it, then you lose that adjustment of having the shaft finely tuned as a setting into the head. Also, if you decide that you would like a grip with a reminder in it, like an aligned grip or something like that, once you turn the shaft in the head, you find that now doesn't sit correctly in your hands because the grip's now turned. So there's a number of different things that would be, that we feel that it's far more beneficial to have your club made initially into that setting that you have, that you found eventually. That way then it can be made with the suitable shaft. It's going to be best for your swing speed, your swing type, suited to the type of club. This one here is a very standard sort of club head, which is same as most club heads out there in the market. This one here is for people who hit the ball pretty high, and it's got quite a deep face. Right, as you can see, it's got a very deep face. So what that does is it brings the launch angle down, so that the ball flight can be lower and more penetrating. This one here also it's got a longer face, right? So it's a little more forgiving. It also has weight ports in here that can be adjusted to be able to suit whether you fade the ball or draw the ball. Okay. And then for the person who slices the ball, which is a very common aspect of people's games these days, is that we have a head that is what we call offset, right? So now that the leading edge is brought further backwards, right? So that helps players who slice the ball, can't get the club face square in time, gives them that little bit of extra time to be able to get the club face square, get the ball down the middle of the fairway. Unlike these clubs here, right? This is a smaller head for very good players, right, that like to work the ball. Whereas these ones here, 460 cc's, which is the big head. This is a 420 cc head, right? And it's good for players who like to work the ball, they like to fade it, like to draw it, but they know how to do that, right? So they can work with this, but as you can see, this head here is got the leading edge, which is a long way further forward of the shaft, right? So that is more likely for the average player to send it out to the right. So we have all those different heads here, right, that can help you with your swing type. and get your ball in play and as long as possible and keep it in play.